start live. Let me just check the main thing. The wonders of technology, maybe not.
Mhm.
Nope.
It says it
Yep,
says live on my end. Yep.
it's live on your end. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Morning, Joe.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning,
All right,
Sophia
yes, yes,
and
yes, we are live.
Secretary.
We are live. So good morning and good morning to everyone. Of course, we've got to start doing this thing. I'm Sophia from Sacred You, but with me, most importantly, is our beautiful Joe Irwin, who's up. I'm a bit jealous, Joe, up in sunny Queensland.
Yeah.
Um, and we're talking about being sunny Queensland. We're here to talk about self-care rituals. But whilst I do the techie stuff, and we do have people watching us already, um, why don't you say hello and tell us a little bit about you?
Yes. Hello, Sacred You community. How are you all today? Yes, I am in sunny Queensland. Um, pretty. I'm pretty blessed. Well, I always this word has come out so much lately with my grandchildren, especially my grandson. Like we talk about gratitude, but also we talk about lucky. That's such a word that, we say a lot. Oh, we're so lucky, we're lucky. But that I've got him now saying we are so blessed,
Wonderful.
blessed. And just changing that dialogue because it is a blessing just to be alive today, right?
It is.
Uh, I'm up in Queensland at the moment. I do have a blessed life. So I am from the northern rivers, so on the border of Queensland and New South Wales, in the beautiful hinterland of Byron Bay. So it's I do, and I'm very blessed to be able to work from anywhere in the world. So like you, Sophia, we can take our businesses with us. And I'm also really grateful that I part of this community where I can share my personal, experiences, but also gifts with the world. I host, well, at the moment I'm having a bit of hiatus. I'm on a bit of a holiday. I'm moving when I get back. I'll be moving at the end of the month, and I'm just getting organised for that. So, where was I going with that? Yeah. So, actually, I am the host of the Empowered You Tribe, which will be starting back in the next few weeks. We'll let you know, where we talk about all things that women experience and go through. And like, to be honest, I was thinking about this on my walk this morning. We, um, like this community is such a beautiful community, and we pretty much know all the things. We're pretty much all on the same page with all the things that we talk about or that we believe in specifically on our spiritual journey. However, in our daily lives, it's not always that simple to implement all the things that we know that make the difference, that make our lives easier. And it's great having a supportive community that we can, keep ourselves accountable,
Yes.
but just also remind ourselves how important it is to do the things, even the simplest things that make the most difference in your life. And having a community where you can show up and just be yourself and be vulnerable and transparent, because support is your superpower. And having people behind you, which I felt a lot for me personally, going through what I've been going through in the last few months, and having a space to just share and download and know that people understand, because this is just life. This is just life. But thankfully, having the tools also, which is why we touched on this last month about having a morning ritual or morning routine that sets up your day, that supports you. And by doing that routine over and over and over, you'll eventually, in the doing, the embodiment of those things, you can really transform your life and transform, or rewire the old ways of being. But it takes discipline and consistency to do that. Um, So my look, talking about my morning routine is quite, you can see I'm still in my gym gear. We're an hour behind you in New South Wales, so I'm not actually quite finished my morning routine. I've been up since 6, and with the extra layer, I'm here at my son's minding a dog and 3 cats. So we've been out for our morning walk, and had our morning tea. My ritual on rising, my herbal beverage, which is a green-based tea, like doing all the little things that sets my day. So yeah, I'm rambling on here. Sophia, did you want to say something?
Well, just to continue with the morning routine because it's so important. And Jo, you are one of the women, one of the most powerful women in our community,
Oh,
and honest that you are an actual inspiration because you make your morning routine non-negotiable almost, right?
yeah,
And you've experienced the benefits of doing that because I know a lot of people, myself included, depending on what's happening in my life, like I love my morning routine, but if I have a podcast early in the morning or a networking meeting early in the morning, my morning routine goes out the window. Where for you, it's a non-negotiable. So I want to know what are the benefits in your life of really sticking to that. Do you ever have a day where you don't do it? And how do you feel when you don't do it?
great question, Sophia, because that just took me back to when my morning routine wasn't really a routine because I had four young children that needed to get to school or to daycare or to things in the morning. That meant that, I was, all the things were based around them. And I know, there's a lot of young mums out there that think, yes, probably okay, that's all right for you, but we've got all this other things to do in the morning. Or business owners, if you're a business owner and have commitments like you, like having podcasts, I mean, that's a whole different story. But I mean, when I say morning routine, it doesn't have to be in the morning. And I remember back then, I would take them to store, drop them all to school, and my next stop before I started my day was the gym, because I just know how important it is to engage the mind and the body and get that part of you activated to start your day, to put you in that. And the importance is it's putting you in that mindset. It's putting you in your body. It's waking you up so that you can have, when you move your body, you have more energy, you have more focus, you have more clarity. And yeah, so when I say morning, it's, it doesn't matter when it is. And if I have a day, like, I'm just trying to think when the last time did not do my morning routine, and how, and to be honest, I really can't think of one, but I'm sure there was, but but I feel like also it's one thing that, like, having this morning routine, just doing one thing. Like, for instance, waking up, knowing that you're going to hit the ground running. Oh, yeah, I might have had to, drive to my daughter's early in the morning so she could catch a flight and I could take the dog. Like, so I would do that. But I would then go take the dog to the dog beach and do a walk. So I would fit it in somewhere. But waking up and just waking up and feeling, just saying your gratitude is a powerful way to reset your mind for the day and really feeling into what you're grateful for. And that's easy for me because I wake up with all the bird song and the beautiful nature around me. And when you hear those sounds, it just reminds me, oh my goodness, I'm so grateful for where I live. I'm so grateful for my bed and the comfortable sleep that I had, because I'm so grateful to wake up because some people don't. So just those little morning rituals, reframing, restarting the day and reframing your mind before you even get out of bed is really powerful. Having your water by your bed so you can hydrate first thing. Even just stretching while you're still in bed for 3 minutes, like moving your body. If you know you've got to get on the run early, just simple little rituals that you can do that don't take a lot of time. And then fitting all the other things, like there's times when, yes, I do have an early call, but I always do something. I always get my walk in. I'll get, my tea in. I'll get my water. I'll hydrate. I'll move my body. I'll do a little dance when I get out of bed or something to shake me up. And then maybe I don't get to my yoga till midday. And that's really important. My yoga is the one thing that, that I just love it so much, because it's actually putting me in that present moment. It's like a meditation. So making time for that meditation, and I incorporate that on the mat. So I practice on the mat so I can actually practice off the mat. So getting myself into that space on the mat with the breathing, which is so, so simple to do that we forget during the day to do. So you can incorporate things into your day without having to be in the morning. Yes, I love to do it all in the morning, but sometimes it's not practical. So yeah, I'll get on the mat maybe mid-morning or lunchtime, but I always have it in my planner as a ritual, as a practice, as a non-negotiable, as you said, to get it done, because it's so, so important to, for me, that's a non-negotiable. The other piece around this is some things you can incorporate into one thing. So, for instance, on my walk, my ear pods are in. I think my journey started through personal development and listening to the likes of Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins and all the people that, Deepak Chopra, all the people that really, changed my perspective and thinking of the world. So incorporating these personal development pieces, like reading an extract from a book or listening to it. And these days it's more listening to or audio books on your walk, in your car. You won't find the radio on in my car. You'll find personal development. And you ask my children what what they got when we used to drive from the Central Coast to Sydney every weekend, with the likes of, Jim Rohn and all the greatest of the greatest, because I knew that rewiring that brain is so important at such a young age, not just for me, because I was a lot older, but for the young brains in the world, you're doing your children a favor by taking them to school with some sort of enlightened message that they can take with them. So all these things, you can incorporate them throughout the day. So not so much a morning routine. Oh my goodness, I could bang on about this for hours, as you can hear, because I just know it's so important.
And it is. And it is, because, without that, without taking time for ourselves, we can't give time for others. I had the honor of interviewing another woman on our podcast, on our Pathways to Wellbeing podcast, just before I talked to you. And she was sharing her journey of, how she was a people pleaser for most of her life, but now she takes care of her. Because you have to. How can we help others if we don't take care of ourselves? How can we keep going if we don't recharge ourselves?
100%.
No.
100%. And we did that beautiful panel discussion last week with a gorgeous group of women all around self-care. And yeah, that's a big piece, isn't it? That people please. Yeah. And as a mother, I think that it's innately runs through us as women and mothers, that are ingrained in us, that we have to take care of everything and everyone. I call BS on that, because
Yes.
until I learned to take care of me, I wasn't taking care of anyone.
Yes.
And that's a really great point, Sophia.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you. Thank you ever so much. And as you said, it really doesn't matter what time it is, as long as if we do it, because, in living in today's world, we get caught up in got to do this, got to do this, got to do this. I'll meditate later when I finish this, or I'll go for my walk later when I finish this. And before you know it, it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm exhausted because I've been doing this, taking care of me. And it's like, oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow. But it's the same thing, because we're creating that habit. rather than just going, no, it's my time. Do you find, Joe, one thing I do would like to know, do you find that by taking time out for you, you actually have more time?
Oh, 100%, because I'm more productive. I've set myself up, I set my mindset up for the day, and and I think also having a plan is really important. That's why when I work with my clients, they always get a copy of my personal plan, and also the women in my tribe have access to my resources, and I created an amazing planner to help them, support them get these things in place. And most of it is designed, yes, it's for business, yes, it's for appointments and things we have to do, but also more importantly, and there's a place for journaling, like there's a place for all of this in your life as well. So it just is set up as a reminder of what your priorities are for today. So we put 3 priorities for us, 3 priorities for our business, so we're not overwhelmed by all the things that we have to go. You know how many years I lived with lists and then felt really bad because I wasn't getting through them. Like, oh, it's another thing that causes so much stress. So having a plan for your day, I think a system that you can just follow, and I love ticking it off. I just love the tick, tick, tick. I still use a diary, but the planner is more for it's a personal planner. So it's got a place where you do your gratitude. So it reminds me it's got a place for how much water have you drank, what have you nourished your body with today, all the things that are important to set you up for the day. And it doesn't matter where you do them in the day, but you just glance at it and go, oh, yeah, I haven't done that yet. It reminds you, okay, I'm going to fit it in. And there's a little like time, like what do you call it, calendar thing there where you can slot it into the time of the day that you can find the space to fit in your whatever you want to do, fit in one of your practices or your intentions for the day. So it really makes it's a game changer because it's there. You can look at it and see where you're at any given moment. And at the end of the day, there's a reflection piece in there to say, how did I feel today? So it's tracking your emotions. It's tracking, it's tracking what was the best thing about today. So it's reinforcing, some great things where we, at the end of the day, and usually think about, well, what we didn't do. Okay, it gives you an opportunity to think about, well, what I did do, which was great, which I'm proud of, and really reinforcing all those positive aspects of your life. So if anyone wants that personal planner, I'm happy to share it. However, it does come with a planning core because from experience, giving these things to people and then not hearing from them again or not using it when I check in, because you could look at it and go, oh, that's too overwhelmed, but it's not really. It's actually having me sit with you and show you how simple this can work in your life. So a 20-minute planning call free, because I want you to use it. I want you to get the benefit of it, not just take things and just put them aside like a lot of, people do. So if you are interested, I'm happy for you to reach out and I'll give you the planner, but also book a planning course so that it is so simple to do and so easy for you to implement in your life. One day I'm going to put it into a little book. I just haven't got there yet, like a journaling type, or I don't know, still coming. One of those things.
Yeah, we may be able to help you with that. So thank you for the offering.
Thank
Anyone
Yeah.
who's live or replay, pop your name in the comments and say, yes, please.
Yeah.
And
I'll
we'll
reach out to you.
get that to you. So thank you ever so much, Joe. And, you
You're welcome.
mentioned, Joe, that, mums, I mean, I know you are a mum and you were a mum, you were a single mum with 4 children. But for people who are watching, who say, yeah, but you've got time now to do this. You've got time to do the 2-hour stuff. For the busy, busy people, and I believe that we're busy, can go off on another tangent. We're busy create that. You know, I don't have time to do anything because I'm busy, busy, busy. Well, the universe will give you more things to be busy, busy, busy with.
Yeah.
Those people who are full in their time schedules, right, but would like to make changes, that they're ready to make changes. In your experience, with all the little different things that you do for your morning rituals, your morning stuff, your morning self-care, what would be where's the most easiest or important thing to start with? What's the most beneficial thing to do to start with?
Okay, yeah, great question. Definitely the planner. But but yeah, in the mornings when you wake, I would do some deep breathing and I would do a visualization of how you want your day to turn out. The practice of seeing it before you actually receive it is very powerful. So if your days are, you're going to hit the ground running, kids, blah, blah. And by the way, I look after my 3 grandchildren at times, so overnight. So I understand what it's like in the morning. And they will come into me, and together you incorporate the kids into it. Together I get them to do some breathing and we visualize how we want our day to turn out. But if you can do that on your own, even better. So yeah, just laying before you even get out of bed, just seeing your day, knowing you've got so much on, but seeing yourself in your day calmly, whatever you want to say, calmly achieving what it is you want to achieve, focused, being productive. But I think for a lot of mums, it's calm. We need it when I remember we're so hectic and my mind was so full of all the stuff, but visualizing myself walking through my day with ease and grace. That's a good way to put it. So visualization is such a powerful tool. And that one thing alone is because how we start our day is how we end our day. That one thing alone can really get you in the right space. But do it with breath and just as if you are already living that day. So you need that embodiment piece as well. But yeah, that could be really, really powerful. And just remember to breathe throughout the day, regular breaths, and revisiting that vision too. If you find yourself getting a little bit ahead or a bit anxious, a bit overwhelmed, a bit in your head, bring it back into your body, but through breath. Breath is really powerful. So that would be my one thing I feel would be the most beneficial. And remember to hydrate. Right? Always carry your water bottle with you everywhere.
I think a lot of it. Thank you. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Oh, I just, I just think, you've got to be kind to yourself. You've got to meet yourself with where you're at and just remember that everything is temporary. Everything is momentarily. So just breathe. Yeah, in that moment when you're feeling, things may be getting a little bit too much or speeding up. And particularly mums out there, be kind. You won't get those opportunities back ever to be present with your children. Take that time. Use my planner so that you can plan in the most important things around them. Okay, they're your priority as a mum. Yeah, because that was one thing I remember. I just was so focused on providing all the time and being successful. And, I would work till midnight because I wanted to have that success, but mainly for them. They drove me because I knew during the day it was sometimes harder when they were there in school holidays or, even when it's a babies, I was working from home. I just had to take those opportune moments. So if I know what I know now, I probably would have done it a whole lot differently. But yeah, just be kind to you.
Be kind, because it's,
Mm,
if you're not kind to yourself, other people won't be kind. But how can you be kind to others if you're not
yeah,
kind to yourself?
yeah. Be
Thank you.
kind like a doggy. Look at this.
I know, like it's a dog's life up
It's a
there.
dog's life.
Dog's
Be
life.
kind to yourself. Rest
Yeah,
when you need.
and learn from them because they don't get stressed out.
No,
They pick up on our stress, but it's
yeah,
like just allow the day to go by.
100%.
Yes,
100%.
absolutely. Thank you, Joe, ever so much.
You are welcome. I
It's,
love these conversations.
yeah, well, I look forward to the next one.
Yep.
Time, and for everyone who's watching, whether it's live or the replay, do click on the links. I've been putting all of Joe's links
Oh,
in whilst we're talking, and also come and join us. Come and join Joe in the Empowered You tribe. It's only a few weeks away, after Joe has her break and stuff, but
yes.
it's really,
Yes.
really empowering. It truly, really is. And I just want to honor you and thank you, Joe, for being part of Sacred You and for bringing your wisdom and your passion to our community and sharing it with others. So thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And if people want to join the tribe, we will still be active in the actual website. So or what do you call it? Telegram. So yeah, don't hesitate to join. We will be back online, like, back live soon. Just we can chat in the it's a new platform.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Beautiful day up in sunny Queensland, Joe. I'm Joe.
Thank you. It is gorgeous, but I'll be back home on the weekend.